Have you ever had a minor social blunder get stuck on a loop in your brain for hours? You replay it over and over, completely convinced that everyone in the room saw it and judged you for it. In your mind, the mistake feels catastrophic, but in physical reality, all that happened was you spilling a single tiny drop of coffee on your shirt, or maybe stumbling over a word when you introduced yourself. Yet your brain convinces you that there is a massive, glaring spotlight following your every move, actively illuminating your flaws for the entire world to see. Picture walking into a crowded, noisy party. You know you are having a bad hair day, and you feel incredibly self-conscious about it. The moment you step through the door, you can physically feel the temperature shift. You assume every eye in the room whips around to lock onto you, silently analyzing that exact flaw you are worried about. We have all felt that excruciating panic. But here is the truth. That feeling is completely disconnected from reality. Nobody is actually watching you. The terrifying gap between the scrutiny you feel and the total apathy of the room around you is the result of a specific cognitive glitch. Psychologists call it the spotlight effect. This pulsing yellow cone represents the spotlight effect, drastically overestimating how closely others watch us. We act as the protagonist of a movie nobody else is actually watching. Because you're the center of your universe, your brain assumes you're the center of everyone else's. So while you stand there bracing for judgment over an embarrassing moment, the bystanders around you are entirely distracted. They are busy worrying about their own internal scripts. By defaulting to the role of the main character, we blind ourselves to the intense self-absorption of the people around us. The engine driving this illusion is a psychological mechanism known as egocentric bias. You possess a deep, hyper-awareness of your own internal states. You know exactly how anxious your chest feels, and you know the exact intention behind a joke that fell flat. That creates an overwhelming amount of mental noise. This split screen shows how that internal noise projects outward. Your brain takes your own loud self-awareness and assumes strangers possess that exact same context. You obsess over a tiny mustard stain on your collar, convinced it is glowing like a beacon. Meanwhile, the stranger walking past you doesn't even register what color shirt you have on. The ultimate irony is that the stranger isn't staring at you because they are trapped in their own egocentric bias. They are instead agonizing over a totally weird comment they made to the local barista just 3 minutes ago. Projecting our self-awareness onto others is simply a biological calculation error. It forces us to constantly put up shields against a level of social scrutiny that literally does not exist. Realizing that the spotlight is entirely fake might bruise your ego for a second, but it is incredibly liberating. The invisible audience you have been performing for your whole life isn't silently judging your mistakes. They simply lack the mental bandwidth to notice them in the first place. The next time you find yourself spiraling over a minor social blunder, take a breath and actively choose to step off your internal stage. Let go of the spotlight. Give yourself the grace to be a flawed human, surrounded by other deeply flawed, entirely distracted humans. If understanding how your brain works helps you navigate the world a little easier, hit that subscribe button for more videos on mastering your mindset. And before you go, jump into the comments and tell me, what is one minor flaw you used to constantly overthink? I'll see you in the next one.